rediscover your inner child. Don't be afraid of love. Don't be afraid of sharing. And let's redo how we think about agriculture and make a better society based on love. Alright guys, I have a little bit of an idea here for a vlog. I follow the band Angel Spit on social media, and they had posed this question this morning that I thought was kind of interesting, and it got me thinking about a lot of things. So their question was, have we built a society that turns us into slaves for money? And if so, what can we do to change this, or will it change? I don't think slave necessarily describes the psychology of this situation we've got going. I think addiction does a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more accurate to say psychologically, anyway, we're addicted to money, because addiction incorporates slavery into it. If you don't think this is true, then try to go without it. We made it so that we have to have it to survive, and that's what the worst part of addiction is like. So what I'm suggesting is we return to a time when we have that sort of inner child type mentality. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I think we live in a society that fears love. We live in a society that thinks somehow caring and love is like weakness. The other thing is agriculture. If you guys have ever heard of the idea of permaculture, this is sort of an idea of shifting away from traditional farming. The way we farm doesn't work for us or the planet. So my suggestion about dealing with money, being addicted to money and a slave to money, is to restructure society. Why is this road so rough? Yeah, restructure society away from mass production. And we could start with farming, and we can start with permaculture principles. So permaculture is just simply, instead of picking a plot of land and saying we're going to grow all corn here or whatever, making a crop of corn, it encourages an imbalance in the natural way of things. So if you grow all corn in an area, you're going to get all insects that eat corn, and where their population normally wouldn't be that large, it's going to be huge in that area, so then it necessitates the use of pesticides. Whereas if it was grown in sort of a natural way around other plants, the population of pests wouldn't be so great. So you just kind of mitigate a lot of different problems by doing things in a smaller scale and in a more in a way that takes into account the different balances between different organisms in an ecosystem. I think if we structured our society smaller and lived in smaller communities that were based on permaculture principles, and we rediscovered the imagination and love of our inner child, I think this is the way that we break the addiction of money and break the cycle of what we're in, because we are definitely in a slavery type structured society. What do you guys think? I'm really interested to hear your comments. You guys ride safe, and I will see you next time.